Hi guys, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the third session on arithmetic in your preparation for CAT from BYJU'S Exam Prep. So friends, we have taken two sessions on arithmetic where I have discussed a lot of ideas, lot of concepts on percentages, profit and loss, SICI. We have also covered ratios, averages, mixtures. Today is the last in line as far as arithmetics is concerned, and we're going to look at two of the most important topics as far as CAT is concerned. These are the parts of arithmetic called time and work and time and distance. So today's session is completely dedicated to these two topics called time and work and time, speed, distance. Now I have kept saying this, I keep saying this every session, in every session of mine. The importance of these two topics in CAT is you can guaranteed expect around 3 to 4 questions. You can expect around 3 to 4 questions out of 22. So that's how important these topics are. In fact, when the number of questions were 34, we could easily expect 5 to 6 questions from these two simple topics itself. So that's the reason why this is quite important, and I have a lot of questions coming your way. Hopefully the session will be over in an hour, but if required, I might extend it by another 10-15 minutes. So I hope all of you are ready for it, geared up for it, and I hope you all have your papers, pens, pencils, whatever is required, and get ready for an afternoon of solving. Right, so Vijay, Varun, good afternoon. After long days, my session is happening. Yes, Varun, I was not well actually for almost the entire last week. I had some kind of a food poisoning, so I was on bed rest for almost about 6 to 7 days. Anyway, I'm back now and in the pink of my health right now, and back now to take your session. Right, so let's start off with the first question. So I have 5 questions from time and work and around 10 questions from time, speed and distance. I try to make sure that almost all the ideas are covered in these 15 questions, right? So let's go ahead, start with the first question of time and work. It is basically a question which should be taking you around 1.5 minutes. 90 seconds is your time. Your time starts now. Good afternoon, Shubhendu and Vijay. I'm fine. Good afternoon, Pragya. Okay, so that's about 90 seconds. So I will, in these questions here, I'm going to give you the basic concept also and of course solve the question. So let's understand the whole idea here. So the whole idea here, what we have is the concept of man, day and hour work. So the work is basically considered as the number of men who are working multiplied by the number of days they're working for and how many hours per day they're working. Now here the number of hours is not mentioned, which means you don't have to worry about hours. So man days, I'm sure many of you know this. You're all, not all of you, but at least quite a few of you might be from the IT background where man day plays a very important role because that's how you build your client, right? So man day is basically, again, don't call me a misogynist for saying it, calling it man day. It is the term. There is no woman day, unfortunately. I don't know if it is there, but typically we call it as a man day. So the whole idea of a man day is 1 day's work by a person, an individual, man, woman, doesn't matter. Okay. Now, typically what happens in this question, what is happening is 11 days, X number of people are supposed to work. So what is the number of man days? 11 men working, rather X-men is not the movie I'm talking about, but X number of men working for 11 days. So that total work quantity is 11X. The same quantity now has to be completed by people, but now we don't have same quantity of people working every day. Day 1, first day, 11 people were working. The second day, sorry, not 11 people, all people, X people were working. First day, everybody was working, X people, right? So X people into 1 day. Second day, what happened? One person left. So the remaining X minus 1 will be working for 1 day. Then what happens? The next day, one more person left. So X minus 2 are left. They'll be working for 1 day. And so on till the last day, only one person is there to work. And the work is completed on the last day. That is what the question says. So 11X should be equal to sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to X. So sum of the first X natural numbers should be equal to 11X. That is the question. So the answer becomes 11X equal to X into X plus 1 by 2. Now why is it X into X plus 1? Because we all know 1 plus 2, okay, I am writing in a place where I am, okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to n. This formula is n into n plus 1 by 2. So what we have here is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to X. So the total is X into X plus 1 by 2. So X and X will get cancelled. I will get 11 equal to X plus 1 by 2, which means X equal to 21 days, which is your option B. This is actually one of the questions that have come in CAT few years back. Not in the recent past, but probably about 8-9 years back. Okay? It's an easy question, but you have to understand what is being asked. Clear? So the correct answer is option B. I've got only one correct answer from Akhil. Okay, let's move on. Don't worry, this is just a warm up. We have, again, guys, keep one thing in mind. CAT never asks questions which are very lengthy, which will require you to solve pages and pages. Yes, one odd question might come like that in the entire paper, but not more than that. And that question is meant to be left. Don't even bother trying it. But 99.99% of the questions in CAT, trust my word when I say this, they are scary looking, could be scary looking, but they will not be lengthy. Okay, they will be smart. They could be smart questions. There could be tricky questions, whatever the type of question it is. It could be a difficult question also. But the difficulty is not because it is lengthy. The difficulty is because of the idea. So whichever type of question, except that one odd question, most of the others, you can do it in 3, 4, 5 steps over. That's how the questions will be given to you. Okay, let's go ahead. Second question. I'll give you 2 minutes for this. Try it out. 2 minutes of time. The time starts now. Varun, X gets cancelled. I'll go back Varun again. Okay, let me finish this question. I'll go back to the previous one after this. Okay. In fact, it is 11x equal to x into x plus 1 by 2. If you can understand that, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll go back. Alright guys, so 2 minutes are up. Okay, so let's do this question in two ways. First, let me see how many of you observed what is given. When I say this, in fact, I always get scolded for not being observative, but I'm testing you on observation skills. Let's see what I mean. So we have 18 men plus 16 women can do a piece of work in 15 days. So this is how you write. So we have the concept of man, day, hour, correct? Now this is if all of them are men, all of them are same efficiency, we will say man hours. What happens when there are different types of people involved whose efficiency may not be the same? For example, I working for one day may not be equal to my son who is probably 7 years or 8 years of age working for one day, because I'll do more work than him, right? So man day hours typically is used when everybody is of same efficiency. If not, we have to bring in a new factor called the efficiency. So then it becomes men efficiency day hour. So what does it mean? It means 18 men, efficiency is each man, let's say, is m, which we don't know, we don't need to know also, into the number of days is 15, plus this is the work done by men. Again, women are also there, so 16 people, women, efficiency of each woman is W, working for 15 days. I can take out 15 common, that is how I wrote this. So this work is getting done. This much amount of work is done. So this is some quantity of work. The same quantity of work is done by 18 men plus 24 children working for 16 days. Working for 16 days. So here you will get some kind of a relationship between man, woman and child. So let us see how do we get this, because both works are same, so I can equate them both. So I'll get 15 into 18m plus 15 into 16 women is equal to 18 into 16 men plus 24 into 16 children. Now don't unnecessarily multiply it. You can see that these two can be taken common on one side. So bring this over here. So what do I get? I get 15 into 16 women minus 24 into 16 children is equal to, if I take 18 men common, it is 16 minus 15, which is 1. So it is 18 men. Now I can simplify, taking out 9, I guess. 9 goes twice. So 9, so 3. 9 doesn't go. Okay, sorry. 6 goes. 6 goes 3 times. 6 goes 24 times. 2 goes 8 times and 3 goes 5 times. So this is 40 women minus 16 fours are 64 children is equal to 3 men. So we know what is the meaning of 3 men. 3 men are equivalent to 40 women work minus 64 children's work. Now this you can, so I use this and this to create one equation. Similarly, I can use the first part and this part to create another equation. I can do two equations. Basically, I can look at unknowns, convert everything into men. Men will get cancelled. All that I can do. But it's unnecessary. Why is it unnecessary? Take a look at what is being asked. 18 men plus 16 women can do a piece of work in 15 days. What they are asking us is 9 men plus 10 women will do the same work in how many days? Now look at it. My number of men became half. My number of men became half. My number of women almost half, not exactly half, right? Half should be 8. But I am increasing the women slightly more than half. Now we all know if the people decrease, my time should increase. In fact, if my quantity or the number of people became half, my work should exactly double. My work should exactly double. So had it been 9 men and 8 women, my answer should have been straight away 30. We all know this, right? Because exact half is 9 men and 8 women. I should have got my answer as 30, straightforward. But I am talking about 10 women, so my answer should be slightly less than 30. It should be close to 30, but slightly less than 30 because I am getting 2 extra women. 2 extra women are also working for me. So that is the extra work they're doing, because of which I don't need full 30 days. So what is the option which is closest to 30, just less than 30? Only one option, which is 27. So if you observe, otherwise, see, if you want to technically do it, it will become lengthy. That's what CAT does. It will give you questions which will, if you try to prove it, to get step marks, kind of, school kind of a behavior, where you want to say hence proved, well, that will take you a long time. But if you're smart in observing these small points, then that's what CAT gives you a reward for. So a seemingly complicated question, difficult question, getting done in probably few seconds if you observe carefully. Therefore, the answer is 27. Now, I'm not doing it in the lengthy method simply because it doesn't make sense solving 3 equations or 2 equations in front of everyone right now. Okay? You can also, yes, Varun, even in unitary method, it will still take time. It is not easy. That's the point. Okay? Let's go back to the previous question. I think, Varun, you are asking, how did I get x? Remember, the total work is 11x. 11x should be equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to x number of days. Right? Because that's what the equation we got. So right hand side is x into x plus 1 by 2. Left hand side is 11x. X gets cancelled. The remaining x I can find my answer. Okay? Sujit, what are the steps to follow? Please download our BYJU'S Exam Prep app. I have taken a session on 4 months to CAT. Please go through that, because I have taken an entire 1 hour session, I believe, 1 hour session, 1 hour 10 minute session on how to prepare in the next 4 months. So download the app. It's a free session there available. You can go through the session there. Okay, let's move on. Next question. Okay, time and work, very famous type of question which is based on taps. So 1 minute 30 seconds, not 2 minutes. It's an easy question. Your time starts now. Okay guys, so that's 1.5 minutes, no answers. You guys need a lot more practice. This is July, you should be able to answer these kind of questions by now. So we have tab A and tab B. Normally they take 10 minutes and 15 minutes to fill the tank. So time ratios are 5 2s and 5 3s. So the ratio of times is 2 and 3. Now remember, time taken by a person to finish a job is inversely proportional to the efficiency. Because if a person is more efficient, time taken is less. A person is less efficient, time taken is more. Which means if the time ratio of 2 people is 2:5, then the efficiency ratio becomes 3:2, inverse. So the work done, or the work that needs to be done by each person individually, will be the product of efficiency ratio and time. Because work is efficiency into time, which is man day hours. We just saw, right? Man day hour. So man is the efficiency part, day and hour is the time, right? So 10 into 3 is 30. Similarly, 15 into 2 will also be 30. It has to be 30 because both A and B tabs are doing the same quantity of work. They are filling the same tank. Now, when they are both working together, so the total tank capacity is 30 units. Call it as 30 units. When they are both working together, their net efficiency becomes 3 plus 2, 5. But there is also a leak. There is also a leak. So let's say the efficiency of the leak is x and it is minus x because the leak will take out the work. A and B are adding work, whereas the leak is subtracting the work. So the net effect is 5 minus x. And it takes 90 seconds more. So normally how should they take? So normally when there is no leak, it should be 30 equal to 5 into time. Because why am I getting 5? Because 3 plus 2 is 5 when there is no leak. So my time taken should be 6 minutes. My time taken normally should be 6 minutes. Now I am taking 90 seconds extra, which means I am taking 7.5 minutes. I am taking 7.5 minutes. So 7.5 goes 4 times. 7.5 into 4 is 30. So your x is 1. So the efficiency of your leak is 1 per minute. 1 unit per minute. So if find the time taken by the leak to empty the tank. So if only the leak is working, then 30 units has to be leaked out. The efficiency is 1 per minute. So 30 will take 30 minutes. So the answer is option D. Clear? So Surabhi and Varun, both of you got the wrong answer. So please understand where you made the mistake. How different is what I am doing and why are you getting a different answer? Okay? Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Another question from time and work. 1.5 minute. Rather, I'll make it 2 minutes for this. 2 minutes. Try it out. Okay, 2 minutes are up. So what is happening here? Ajay, Aksar and Anthony can complete a piece of work in 12. So Ajay, Aksar and Anthony. They can finish the work in 12, 15 and 20 days. So the time ratio is 12, 15, 20. So the efficiency ratio should be the inverse of time. So remember guys, inverse of a ratio is 1 by 12, 1 by 15, 1 by 20. So the efficiency ratio will be, if I multiply throughout by 60, because 60 is the LCM and I can multiply it with LCM, this will become 5, 4 and 3. So the work that needs to be completed, by each one of them is 60 units, 60 units and 60. Remember, when you do this table, everything should be equal at the end because every person there is doing the same quantity of work. So 60 should come. If you don't get 60, which means something somewhere has gone wrong in your calculation. Okay. So now we have 3 people who can do the work in 60 days. Each one can be doing the work in, each one is doing 60 units of work. Now, Ajay starts the work on the project while Anthony and X are involved in other projects. So they help Ajay every third day. So day 1 only Ajay is working. Day 2 also only Ajay is working. Day 3 all three are working. Ajay plus Aksar plus Anthony. Which means on day 1 5 units is done. Day 2 4 units is done. But day 3 it will be 12 units. 5 plus 4 plus 3. All of them is, this is 5, 5 and 12. 12 is 5 plus 4 plus 3. Which means every 3 days this cycle is repeating. Every 3 days the cycle is repeating. So first 3 days I'll be doing a total of 22 units. So 3 days 22 units is done. Another 3 days another 22 units is done, which means 6 days I am doing 44 units. If I take 3 more days, I'll be doing 66 units, but I need only 60. I don't need 66. I don't need more than what I want. So whenever you come across these kind of cyclical questions, cyclicity, so where something is repeating after every 2 days or after every 3 days, you have to take a step before the work is getting completed, the cycle before the work is getting completed. So 2 cycles, my work is not done. Third cycle, my work is getting over and more than that is getting completed. So then what should I do? I should go from here after the second cycle, that is 6 days, I should count every day what is happening. So I have 6 days, 44 units is done. Now day 7. So first day of the cycle, who is working? Only one person is working, Ajay. Day 8, only Ajay is working. Day 9, all of them will work. So remember, already till day 6, total quantity work is 44. Now day 7, 5 units are getting done, which means 49 is getting done. Then day 8, 5 more is getting done, which means 54 is getting done. What is remaining for day 9? My day 9 quantity left is only 6, because total I need is only 60. But day 9 capacity is 12. Day 9 capacity is 12. So I don't need all 12 units. I need only 6 units, which means exactly half. So I need half a day. So 8 full days plus half day makes it 8.5. 8 full days plus half a day makes it 8.5. So these kind of questions, cyclical questions, don't blindly divide and multiply. Observe every cycle what is happening, and if I take 5 cycles or 10 cycles, am I crossing what I want? If you're crossing, you should not cross. Go one cycle before, then go step by step, day by day from there. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. So last question in time and work. Here's a question, 2 minutes for you to finish this. Your time starts now. Varun, are you giving me the answer for this question number 5? Please mention the question number also, guys. Okay, so that's about 2 minutes, my friends. So let's take a look at what is happening in this question. So let me first draw it pictorially so that you understand. So let's say this is the start of the work. So who is starting the work? B and C. So B and C are working for 2 days. So this is 2 days. B and C are working. Then A joins on the and A joined the work after 2 days. So on the third day A is there, but the very next day B left the job. So the third day, day 3. So this day from here B left, so A and C are there. Basically A joined and B left. So A and C are there. A left the work 2 days before completion. So till how many days in between we don't know, X days. Last 2 days, only C is working because A left the work 2 days before the completion. This is the structure. Okay. Now, what is it that they are giving us? A, B, C can do a piece of work in 10 days, 15 days and 18 days. So, you can say the LCM is 90. So, the efficiency, this is time. So, time into efficiency. So, the shortcut what I do is I write down the times, take the LCM of times and call it as the work. So, instead of finding inverse ratio and all, just take the LCM of the time given to you. That will become the total quantity of work, 90. Which means efficiency is work by time. So 90 by 10 is 9. 90 by 15 is 6. 90 by 18 is 5. So you get your efficiency as 9, 6 and 5. Now if B and C are working, then the total efficiency should be 6 plus 5, 11 for 2 days. So this is 22 units. And if only C is working for the last 2 days, then it is 5 into 2. Which is 10 units. And for the remaining X days, A and C are working. If A and C are working, then it is 9 plus 5. 9 plus 5 is 14 into X days. Right? So this total, these three totals should add up to 90. So my 90 is equal to 32 plus 14x. Or 90 minus 32 is how much? 58. Is equal to 14x. So this will be 7. Okay, 7 doesn't go, right? So this will be a fraction. Find the total number of days to complete. Did I do this correct? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, so or does it mean, is there a difference in the meaning? A joined the work after 2 days, then on the very next day B left the job. Okay, so could be the interpretation is slightly off. Let me see. If I take it slightly differently, the interpretation, let me see if it works. So 1 day, all are working, and then X days. Now B left, so A and C are working. So let me take it this way and see if it works, and then 2 days C is working. So this will still be 10. This extra part will be 9 plus 6 plus 5. So 9 plus 6 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. And here it is again A and C are working. If A and C are working, then it is going to be 9 plus 5, which is 14 into X. Okay, so we have the sum of these 4 adding up to 90. So we have 20 plus 10, 30, 30 plus 22 is 52. 52 plus 14x should be equal to 90, or 14x should be 40, how much is that? Not 40, sorry, 38. So X will again be 38 by 14. So here also it is not working out. So I think the numbers are off. 19 by 17. 19 by 7. Okay guys, so I think there's some error in this calculation over here. And not in my calculation, this is perfect. I think in these numbers, probably they are not being created in such a way that you get a proper number. So let me look at this and then get back to you. A left 2 days before completion, correct, which means last 2 days only C is there. 14 minus X, why 14? No, I am taking in between days as X. Varun, what you are saying is if 14 is the total remaining days, I took in between itself as X. That's why I took 2 separately after that. So that subtraction will not happen. Let me work on this. Let's move on to the next question on time and distance. So here is the question on time and distance. The first question, very simple one. Please try it out. Your time starts now, 2 minutes. Oh, okay. Akhil says A plus B plus C is 14. 9, 10, 15. No, it's correct only, no, Akhil? 9 plus 6 plus 5, 20. I didn't write 14. A plus C. A plus C is 14, na? 9 plus 5. Akhil, I think this is right. I mean, the calculation that I've done is correct. Right, Akhil? Okay, anyway, let's move on. Look at this question. No, Ritik. See, the formula everybody knows. Distance is speed into time. So normal speed is s, then the normal time will be t. Let's say the normal speed is s, let's say the normal time is t. So I have 6 equal to speed into time. The same 6 now, s becomes s plus 2. So time becomes t minus 1 by 10. Why 1 by 10? Because 6 is in minutes, whereas my speed is in kilometers per hour. So I have to make sure that the units are matching. So 6 minutes is 6 by 10, which is 1 by 10. 6 by 60, sorry, which is 1 by 10 hours, in hours. So the same thing should be equal to s minus 1, because now if the speed is decreased, then the time is increasing by 4. So t plus 4 by 60. 4 by 60 is 1 by 15. This is the question. So these two will give you one equation in S and T, and these two will give you another equation in S and T. You can solve it, but that is not the best way to solve this question. The best way to solve this question is to go by options. Okay, the best way to solve this question is to go by options. For example, if you say that speed, normal, usual speed, if you say the usual speed is 8, that is option A, which means your time should be 6 by 8, which is 3 by 4. Now verify, when you substitute those values here, will you get 6? So it means 8 plus 2, 10 into t minus 1 by 10. So time is 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 minus 1 by 10 should give you the answer as 6. Is this 6 or not? Verify. So this is 10 into 30 minus 4 by 40. So this goes, so this is 26 by 4. Clearly this is not 6. 26 by 4 is not 6. So option A is wrong. Similarly, you will see option B is also wrong. You will see only option C will be correct. So the best way to solve this kind of a question is not for you to sit and solve your S and T. The best way to solve this is through options only. So if you take S as 10, then you'll get T equal to 6 by 10. You'll get T as 6 by 10, right? Now, so this is 6 by 10. So now see whether the equation matches or not. So your 6 should be equal to S plus 2, that is 12 into t minus 1 by 10. So that is 6 by 10 minus 1 by 10. So this gives you 12 into 5 by 10. 12 into 5 by 10, 5 2s are 2 6s are. This is matching. 6 equal to 6, matching. Similarly, you can also substitute it here and see whether it's matching. You will see it is matching. So the best way to solve this question is to go by the options. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So this is a question here, very interesting, simple one, but read this. 2 minutes is your time. Time starts now. Okay, so what's the answer? 2 minutes are up. Draw the diagram first for all your time and distance questions. Draw the diagram correctly. So let's say this is the coffee shop. Naresh and Suresh. So Naresh went this side, Suresh went this side at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour and 3 kilometers per hour. Very good, solo warrior. That is the correct answer. So Naresh walks for 10 minutes, then realizes something is missing. So Naresh went till here, then turns back and comes. So 10 minutes going away, 10 minutes coming back. So he reaches here, total time taken is 20 minutes. And another 5 minutes he is searching. So total time spent is 25 minutes. In these 25 minutes, Suresh continued walking. He did not stop. Which means Suresh would have been at a point somewhere over here. What is the distance between? So Naresh is here, Suresh is here. What is the distance between them? Distance between them is nothing but the distance travelled by Suresh in 25 minutes. So this distance d is equal to Suresh's speed is 3. So distance is speed into time. Time is 25 minutes, but in hours I need. So 25 by 60. So 3 goes 20 times, 5 5s are 5 4s are. So this is 5 by 4 kilometers. Now it's a relative speed problem. Suresh is going forward, Naresh is following. When will Naresh catch Suresh? So time taken is distance by relative speed. So the distance is 5 by 4. Relative speed is speed of the faster one minus speed of the slower one when they are going in the same direction. So that is 4 minus 3, which is 1. So 5 by 4 hours. This is hours, which means 5 by 4 into 60 minutes. Because they are asking the answer in minutes. So 4 goes 15 times, 15 5s are 75 minutes. So if you draw the figure correctly, your answer, if you notice, this is 1 or 2 steps. That's it for the answer. So if you draw the steps, if you draw the figure correctly, your answer will be done in 2 to 3 steps. Keep that in mind. No, Varun doesn't see. After searching, he has to follow Suresh, na? He has to follow Suresh. He went opposite, then came back. He came back. Once he comes back, he will go in the same direction. Okay? Okay, guys, last question for today's session. Next session, I'll add one more session on time and distance because we are not able to complete it. But yes, definitely we'll have another 45-minute session because I don't think I'll be able to finish this in 1 hour also. There are another 7-8 questions to be done. So instead of doing 15 minutes, 20 minutes here and another 30 minutes again, I will do another 45-minute session probably sometime in the next week. I'll get that added. But right now we will take one last question and end today's class. So here is the question coming to you on the problem of races. Okay, 2 minutes. Your time starts now. Very good, warrior. That's the correct answer. So let's see what is happening here. A beats B by 50 meters, which means in this 500 meters race, this is start, this is finish. When A just finished, B is 50 meters behind. B is 50 meters behind, which means the total distance is anyway 500 meters. The total distance is 500 meters because that's the length of the race. So in linear races, we use the concept of ratio of speeds. Speed of A by speed of B should be equal to distance covered by A and distance covered by B. The ratio of speeds and distances are equal. So the distance covered by A's full race is done for A, whereas B did not finish the distance. B covered only 450. So the ratio should be 50 by 45, which means 10 by 9. Similarly, B and C, when B and C are running a race, so B and C are running a race. So B finished the race. B beat C by 30 meters, so C is 30 meters away, 30 meters. And the full race is 750 meters. So speed of B by speed of C should be equal to distance covered by B. So B completed the race by distance covered by C. C did not finish the race, so 720. So this is 75 by 72. Probably you can simplify it, but that's okay, you can leave it. So this is, okay, 3. If you simplify, this is 25 by 3 2s are 6, 24. So 25 by 24. Now they are asking you to find the relation between A and C. So if you want to find the relation between A and C, you have to use these two and multiply. If you multiply these two, you can see, you can multiply, so SA by SB into SB by SC should be equal to 10 by 9 into 25 by 24. Your SB will get cancelled and you will get a relationship between A and C. So speed of A by speed of C should be equal to 250 by 9 into 24. So how much is that? Whatever, 9 into 24. Keep it aside. But this is not what they are asking. They are not asking you the ratio. They are asking you, if the race is 1 kilometer, then by what distance will A beat C? So if A finishes 250 meters, C will finish only this many meters. C will finish only 9 into 24 meters. So if A finishes 4 into 4, which is 1000 meters, then the ratio should remain the same. So therefore, this is the total distance that C will finish. What is this distance? 9 4s are 36 into 24. So 36 into 24 will be 6 4s are 24, 2 4 3s are 12, 13, 14, 2, 1, 7. So 4, 6, 8. 864 meters. So when A finishes 1000 meters, so I converted the numerator into 1000, which means to keep the ratio same, I have to multiply my denominator also into 4. So my denominator therefore becomes 864. So if B finishes, rather C ran only 864, what is pending? What is remaining? The remaining is 136 meters. That is the distance with which A will beat C. A will beat C. So the answer is option D. Right, so friends, with that we come to the end of the session right now. We will have one more continued session on time and distance. I will come back to you with more interesting problems. Right, thank you my friends. See you in the next session. All the best in your preparation.